Marchin Sexton. And it's Markkanen in at the 3 spot. So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. George with the ball. Kessler, a screen on Johnson. Kessler passes to Sexton. Clock at 4. And here's George for 3. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Here's Johnson. A rebound by the Jazz. Last time they met was in Utah.
Yeah, that was a fun one to watch. Love seeing the desire that comes through when a team knows they have to turn it up to pull off the comeback.
Collins wide open. He fires. Off target from outside.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
You know, when you talk about this Jazz team, Doris, you have to mention head coach Will Hardy.
You certainly do, Kevin, because remember, he came from the Boston Celtics organization. He also had a history in San Antonio. He is known as an excellent tactician. He does an incredible job scouting. Utah always one of the best prepared teams in the league.
First one falls for him. That one is no good. And when you look at John Collins' advanced numbers, Doris, they jump off the page.
Yeah, probably the advanced numbers you're referencing, Kevin. Offensive rating, true shooting percentage. And when you look at it through that lens, Collins is absolutely able to score from a variety of spots on the floor, and the guy's an absolute terror on the glass.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Over to the left wing. Collins against Barnes. Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Sexton. Kicks it out to Collins. The Jazz working the ball around now. Such a wide open look.
Well, a big man with considerable range, folks. John Collins has to be respected beyond the arc.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, here's what Las Vegas' head coach had to say earlier. Now, I asked Coach about the defensive game plan tonight, and he said preventing easy buckets around the rim, and that starts with John Collins. He's a great interior scorer, especially when he gets ahead of steam, so you have to limit those opportunities. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Collins. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Spurs. They're moving on up. 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
You know, for Las Vegas, they've sure made a statement here early on, outpacing some teams that were expected to be better, owning that top spot and defending it with pride.
Johnson with the block. Markkanen from outside. Outside for Sexton. Kessler setting the pick for Sexton. Goes up again. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Collins Sexton early in his career has demonstrated great instincts in the pick and roll. Good decision making.
Pass to Thompson. Markkanen pulls it in.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
George with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Sexton for 3. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. Las Vegas trails by 6. Now Johnson. 23 points his last outing. Down low. Middleton can't get it to go.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Las Vegas, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And that one's good. Barnes.
He's just able to score from anywhere on the floor, but Barnes loves that high percentage area.
Here's George. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. Pulls up on the wing. Utah with the rebound.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
The shot by Sexton, no good. Las Vegas, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Stolen by Kessler. Outside, Markkanen. A second chance effort. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Magic Johnson picks one up.
Well, you love to see Kessler draw the contact right there. Get that defender into a compromised position.
He misses the free throw. BB, one thing about Kessler, he will challenge anybody at the rim. Wow.
There's no question, Kevin. Walker Kessler is one of those guys who's not afraid to get dunked on. He is a rim protector of the highest order. He's going to win some, he's going to lose some, but he's always going to try to do his job.
Andre Drummond's checked in for Chris Middleton. Now here's Thompson. This game we saw him score 13. And yes, it's good.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Collins against Barnes. Back to George. Over Johnson. Johnson with the block. Thompson, high post. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Johnson's got 5 assists in the game.
And the insane peripheral vision there. If anyone's open, even for an instant, Magic's going to find you.
Now, here is George. His last outing, he had 8 points. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Pass to Thompson. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got his 6th rebound on the night. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. And Utah making a change here. Sensabaugh is checked in.
The lineup for the Jazz, number 28, Bryce Sensabaugh.
Collins against Barnes. Collins in the post. Good D by Barnes. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Las Vegas. Trailing by 4.
Well, you have to understand, spacing is provided when you can make threes. R.J. Barrett delivers.
Now, here's Sexton. He's got 8. Pass to Sensabaugh. Poked away and stolen by Drummond. And the dunk by Barnes.
That's elite length and explosiveness. Harrison Barnes attacks the rim, leaves no doubt.
Now, here's George. Still without a basket. Outside, Sexton. Outside, Collins. Sexton with it. Barrett covering. The shot by Sexton, no good. Las Vegas, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Doris, something R.J. Barrett can do well is put stress on them. Defense with his three-point shooting.
Well, he's a little bit of a streaky shooter, Kevin, but it never affects his confidence. This guy just keeps coming at you and keeps believing in himself. Historically, his shooting gets better over the course of the season.
Here's what Las Vegas has got going right now. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Harrison Barnes, and Middleton subbed in for Thompson.
You know, certainly we've seen R.J. Barrett productive as a scorer. I think the key for him moving forward is just be as efficient as possible.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for the Jazz, Keontae George. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
Name a type of shot Keontae George can hit more than capable of scoring at all three levels.
Chris Boucher's checked in for Las Vegas. Here's Johnson. Nothing on the board. To the paint. Here's Middleton. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Johnson's got assist number 8 now on the night. George looking around. Over Johnson. The Jazz with another miss.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
George with the steal. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. And it's George finishing it off.
Oh, my goodness. Keontae George leaping, no doubt on that finish.
Here's Johnson. The rebound by the Jazz.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
You've got to stand in and deliver from the free throw line, even in a tough environment, and they failed to do so.
He gets it in there.
We are talking 7 foot, 245 pounds. You better be able to finish it, Mr. Kessler.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Walker Kessler. That is his first foul of the game. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Barrett.
Substitution on the court.
Johnson outside. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. The Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. With a break in the action, we go to the 2K leaderboard. See the teams that excelled at slowing the pace down a campaign ago.
Defense was their identity, and that's how they're going to beat you. And they did it better than anyone in the league.
Pass to Collier. And Boucher sends it back. Here's Clarkson. Over Sexton. Shots good by Clarkson. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Las Vegas?
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Johnson outside. Middleton right side. Rebounded by the Jazz. Pass to Collier. Offline with his 3.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Boucher's shot is off. And so Sexton will bring it up for Utah. They trail by 1. To the middle. Here's Filipowski. Here's Sensabaugh. Buries the long-range jumper.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Las Vegas has gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Johnson left side. Here's Middleton. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Middleton's got the game tied up here for Las Vegas. Pass to Sensabaugh. Back to Sexton. We've got 1:13 left in the first. Shoots over Clarkson. The shot by Sexton, no good. Well, Las Vegas shooting very well. 58%. The offense is flowing right now early for them.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
Here's Collier. Following the basket by Chris Middleton. Pass to Sexton. 46 seconds left here in the first quarter. Shot clock at 5. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Sexton's got 12 in the game.
Colin Sexton percolating right now. They just are letting him go absolutely off.
Here's Clarkson. Again, Las Vegas score.
Well, there's an unpredictable. To his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Filipowski. Boucher defending. Sexton for three. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
And guys, for Colin Sexton, it's really about taking smart shots, because when he does, you can see he's got the ability to catch fire.
Clarkson for three. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Colin Sexton, you can tell he's feeling it tonight. And guys, has been the driving force for the Utah Jazz.
Man, Colin Sexton killing us right now, man.
Absolutely no stopping him. Back to the action in just a minute.
Magic Johnson got to think about 10 assists already in the first quarter. It was crazy. I think we got like about maybe 20 fast break points in the first quarter.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Jazz.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. They've got Markkanen. Filipowski's out there with Collier. And it's Hendricks in at the power forward. Now here's Johnson. Robinson for three. And good, coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. And Las Vegas leads by 2. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
And Las Vegas making a change here. Ellis has checked in. Clarkson rebounded by the Jazz. Markkanen's got 4 rebounds in this game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The 7th pick in 2017, Lauri Markkanen. Almost a throw-in that Donovan Mitchell trade.
That's incredible to think of now in the context of this guy becoming an all-star in his own right, Kevin. I mean, Markkanen is a 7-footer who's got efficient offensive numbers, like 50, 40, 90 type numbers. He is an uncommon talent.
Drummond's checked in for Las Vegas. Olynyk comes in for Grant. And here is Ellis. Outside for Robinson. And another 3 for Las Vegas.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Here's Sensabaugh. After Las Vegas picked up 3 with their last shot. And he drives in. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Las Vegas, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And the basket is good.
I'll tell you, that's an efficient, quick move by Olynyk. Gets himself to the rim. Nice.
Here's Collier. Coming in off a 10-point game, his last outing. Robinson against Markkanen. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Collier. It's Drummond with the rebound. Ellis down low. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Left side, Clarkson. And checking out some numbers for Magic Johnson.
And right now, he's in one of those grooves where he has a tremendous feel for the game. His assist numbers these past 5 look a lot different than from the rest of the season. And by different, I mean better.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, Jordan Clarkson, one of those spark plug guys. You know you can put him in the game, and if he's got it going, he can ignite an offense.
And both free throws good for Clarkson. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Collier. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. To the left wing, just 5 on the clock. 2 open that time, made it look too easy. Here's Ellis. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Now here's Olynyk. He's tightly guarded. Second chance shot, and it's good on the way in. Olynyk's got the lead up to 6 now for Las Vegas.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Markkanen. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Now here's Ellis. Olynyk with it. Fires at the elbow. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. Markkanen's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Hendricks. Out to the right wing. Here's Collier. A 3-pointer off the mark. Las Vegas leading by 6. Outside, Robinson takes it inside. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Robinson's got 8 points in the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Markkanen from outside. And the 3-ball is good.
Well, you can see this team depends on Markkanen to space the floor. Delivers with the range 3 there.
Now Ellis. Still scoreless.
Jazz foul. First personal foul. Second team foul. Now into the lineup for the Jazz. Walker Kessler. John Collins. Jaden Springer.
Pass to Olynyk. Just 5 to shoot. And a wide open look here for Ellis. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night. Jazz trail by 5. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Kessler throws it down.
Exactly where Kessler gets so much of his offensive performance done. Right at the cup.
Pass to Olynyk. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And here's a look at the stats for Robinson. Some last season stats for him. Put up about 13 points per, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I'll tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
And that one falls for Robinson.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And Las Vegas will go for a different look here. Chris Middleton's checked in for Andre Drummond. Barnes comes in for Kelly Olynyk. It's checked in for Clarkson. And it's Johnson in for Ellis. Here's Mikhailuk. Collins a screen on Robinson. Mikhailuk can't get it to go. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Las Vegas. Leading by 5. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them. Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And we all know about Middleton's shooting ability, but don't underestimate his
Man, Magic Johnson's passing on here is just next level.
Jazz trail by 9. Here's Collier. Here's Collins. The shot off that time. Good D by Barnes. Here's Johnson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now an 11-point Las Vegas lead.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
A big man who does a little bit of everything. Collins' team-first attitude shining through with that terrific pass.
Now here's Johnson, averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league. Middleton outside. Rebound, Utah. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. 7-game road trip continues for them. That'll be game number 3. Here's Collier. Kessler wide open. He fires. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Johnson's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Kevin?
Which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul.
Second team foul. Now in the lineup for the Jazz. Colin Sexton.
Jazz trail by 7. Takes a step back. Here's Sexton. And a missed layup.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Collins finds George. And it's Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Outside for Robinson. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Robinson's got the lead up to 12 now for Las Vegas.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Inside. Here's Collins. That one's good. Just his third make. Brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
Yeah, John Collins doing work in the painted area right there. Gotta love it.
Stolen by George. A putback. Kessler controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Middleton. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Sexton kicks to George. Sexton Sexton against Barrett. Fires from 14. The shot by Sexton, no good.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Hey, DB, what do you make of Colin Sexton's nickname, Young Bull?
Kevin, I think it's a very apt moniker because this guy is relentless. He attacks you with his defense. He's going to come at you with a ton of youthful energy, and he will not back down.
Now Sexton, after R.J. Barrett's three-pointer that didn't go. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. That sends John Collins to the free throw line. Harrison Barnes picks one up. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Thompson, he's checked in for Duncan Robinson. And a switcher also for Utah. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Collier.
Boy, guys, when he's at his best, John Collins can be an impact player at both ends of the floor. There's a lot of things this young guy does well.
Now here's Johnson. Over Sexton. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. And now look at the upcoming schedule for the Jazz. On Friday, they'll go up against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Then on Sunday, they're off to Oklahoma City to face off with the Thunder.
And for that game against the Trailblazers, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
George, no good.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
I think this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
Utah with the ball after the basket by Las Vegas. 5 to shoot. Markkanen finds Kessler. Misses the baby hook. Las Vegas leading by 7. Here's Thompson. Out to Barrett. Las Vegas needs to get off a shot. Johnson wide open. He fires. No good on the 3. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Jazz. Kicks it out to Collins. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Johnson surveying the floor. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
Well, this second quarter has proven to be a turnaround. This guy looking much more comfortable all of a sudden.
A nice shot by George.
Well,
Magic Johnson just can't handle these modern era young, quick guards. Just, man, they be hooking Magic one-on-one, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. It's rough out here for Magic defensively, man. It is rough out here.
David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, you guys were able to get the lead. What was the key to getting all those open shots?
It was just getting stops, getting rebounds, getting out and pushing, finding lanes, finding open guys.
And you made the most of it, Chris. Thanks a lot. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
They're hitting at a high clip. Some shots have been wide open, some tightly contested.
And as the ball continued to fall through the net, you could see their confidence growing. All right, guys, time to see what the fans are saying on social media. Okay, fellas, Sporty Kayla says, if you guys weren't basketball stars, what would you have done for a living? Good one.
Probably save more lives. I am a doctor.
Honorary Shaq. That's not the same.
That's Dr. O'Neal to you. Don't be disrespectful. I went to class.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Man, Utah taking too many threes, man. They'd be shooting better if they were getting to the basket a little more.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Collin Sexton having a dominant impact in this game.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
They've got Barrett. Chris Middleton is out there with Harrison Barnes. Then there's Amen Thompson. And it's Johnson in at the 1 spot. And for the Jazz, wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. The pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. And it's George in at the point. Yes, that goes in. Markkanen's got 9 points.
Boy, he's got so much length that under duress, still able to finish. Go ahead, Lauri Markkanen.
Here's Johnson. Sweet little floater. And Las Vegas leads by 4.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
And George kicks to Collins. Back to George. Nice ball movement by Utah. To the inside. And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist by Sexton. Sexton's got 3 assists now in this one. George against Johnson. Pass to Barnes. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 11.
That's called working the catch-and-shoot game to perfection. Barnes on balance and on point with his shot mechanics.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
The small ball lineup is doing pretty good offensively, but defensively getting away too many rebounds. If Utah would just keep going inside, they'd kill us. We can't handle their size. They'll force us to bring in Drummond and Olynyk off the bench, which will make us a slower team in transition.
Even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
That's good from Kessler.
Well, from the moment he stepped into the league, Walker Kessler proved he was a rotation player. He gives you unbelievable defense, aggressive rebounding, and very good inside scoring.
Here's Barrett, and another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Because, man, Showtime can really move the ball, man.
Kicks it out to Collins. Outside, George.
It's just Magic Johnson defensively, man. If you can isolate him, man, he struggles against these quicker, short guards in the modern era. But at the same time, they can't handle his size.
Las Vegas leading by 6.
As you see here,
here's Johnson. And he gets the
they can't handle his size on the offensive end, though. So it goes both ways.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Magic Johnson, shooting 1.
And Johnson, no good on that one.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
The shot by Sexton, no good. Las Vegas has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. No one covered. And it's an 11-point Las Vegas lead.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Collier, he's checked in for the Jazz. Jazz trail by 11. Outside, George. Shot to stop the run. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Magic Johnson we might have to go ahead and get him off of I'm going to change that matchup and get Magic playing more of an up. Yeah. Let's get Magic off because Magic Johnson cannot guard these small, quick guards in the modern era. It's just not going to happen. I mean, he couldn't even, he couldn't handle guys like Isaiah Thomas when he was playing in Joe Dumars. So there's no way he's going to be able to guard these quick, clever guards of today. So we got to change that matchup. It's just not going to work. Let's get to We'll put Magic on. That's probably a better matchup for Magic. Put him on Lauri Markkanen. That's a better matchup for him.
Does just that.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
And a very steady season for him at the charity stripe last year. He was right at 85%.
Well, Keyonte George, guys, a talented backcourt guy. He can create off the dribble. He can make snappy passes. Everything you want in a combo guard.
Johnson, the pass to Barrett. Back to Johnson. Middleton left side. Over Kessler. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
On the wing, Markkanen. Covered by Barnes. Pass to Collier. Markkanen a screen on Barrett. Launches a three. Outside for George. Over Thompson. The Jazz again can't hit it.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Another good thing about putting Magic Johnson defensively up front is that it puts him in defensive rebounding position so he can get the ball like he just did there and start the break. So it's actually better just go ahead and just put him defensively up front.
Here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. George passes to Collins. Outside Collins. Hits the three-point bomb. Collins has got 16 points.
John Collins has such a good feel for when to fire off the catch.
Thompson outside. Middleton with a screen for Thompson. Kicks it down to Middleton. Utah with the rebound. Kessler's got his 16th rebound on the night. Pass to George. Back to Markkanen. Some solid defense from Johnson.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season.
Showtime, #1 fast-breaking team in the league.
Really running right now.
And the first one drops. And so he hits both. Here's George. He has 7. Pass to Collier. George with a screen on Barrett. Here's Collier. Barnes grabs the miss.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Markkanen against Thompson. Markkanen passes to Collier. Collins kicks to George. And he's good on the 3-ball. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Las Vegas.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. And coach has decided...
I'm going to go in there and bring my big lineup in now. Got Chris Middleton actually playing center as a starter to get that offense going out to start off. But we want to slow things down. We can bring in Andre Drummond, then go Kelly Olynyk up front. You can actually take Magic out, bring in T.J. McConnell, and slide Magic to the Magic at small forward if you want. Then we can slide in Jordan Clarkson and go small. Get a little bit quicker in the backcourt. I think I'll go ahead and keep in R.J. Barrett.
So for Las Vegas, Andre Drummond's checked in for Chris Middleton. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Barnes. And it's T.J.
Much better rebounding team, but slower.
Sexton, he's checked in for Utah. And once again, off the mark by Utah.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Let's get an update on Colin Sexton with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, Utah's head athletic trainer gave me an update. And unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious. It's amazing he's good to come back into the game. In fact, Kevin, he's already back in the game.
Thank you, David. Guys, the only thing you can wish for is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Was really hoping for better news than that, but that does not sound encouraging.
No, I mean, this is a big blow, and it will force the team to make some adjustments, not just in terms of personnel in the court, but in terms of strategy.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the NBA again set records for attendance. Overall, arenas were filled to 98% of capacity. Adam Silver says we're in a great position. You almost can't fit more people in our arenas. Kevin, he made it clear the area for growth is in media and especially in mobile viewing.
David, you know this, directly to the fan. I mean, my goodness, all the different ways you can consume the game, it's beautiful. Jazz trail by 10. Now, here's Sexton, and he converts the layup. Now that's 17 points for Colin Sexton.
Well, Colin Sexton's ability to dribble drive is probably his greatest asset. What a pretty move.
And it's Barrett penetrating. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way. Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
And here's McConnell. Hasn't made one yet. Johnson right side. Out to Barrett. Another possession, another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Pass to Markkanen. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
You know, I thought in the first half this guy was pressing. He was rushing. Now he's settled into the game.
Sexton against Johnson. Back to McConnell. There's the 3. Sexton grabs the board. And so Sexton will bring it up for Utah. Over Drummond. It'll go, and the Las Vegas lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Sexton.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Drummond working against Kessler. Here's Johnson. Great pass to set up the lay-in. 15 points for Magic Johnson.
In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
Pass to Kessler. Outside, Markkanen. The 3. Rebound, Andre Drummond. Drummond's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Now, here's Barrett. 16 points for him.
A moment now to see the numbers for McConnell. Last season's performance for him averaged about 10 points a game, 5 assists and 2 rebounds. I mean, he definitely liked to turn things around from last year. I mean, he really struggled but hoping to make amends now.
I don't think there's any question this team, to be successful, needs a full contribution from this guy, and he understands it. Look for him to raise his game and meet the challenge.
Here's what Las Vegas has got going right now. Barnes, he's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Robinson comes in for Johnson. And it's Ellis in for T.J. McConnell. Now, here's Sexton. He's got 19. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, that's an example of using both vision and playmaking ability to find the open teammate. Sexton is a quality floor general.
Here's Barrett. He's got 17. Sinks the three-pointer.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Here's Collier. He's guarded by Ellis. Pass to Filipowski. Utah moving it around. Here's Sexton, and again it's Utah.
Well, speed is such an important weapon for Colin Sexton, and he gets to the mid-range game. Nice.
Ellis outside. Robinson dishes to Barrett.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Ellis surveying the D. Drummond sets the screen for Barrett. Fires from the corner. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, it's all about how do you get the best players on your team, the shots they want in the offense. Put RJ in pick and roll and let him go to work.
Now, here's Sexton. 21 points in the game. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Collier. And Ellis with the block. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. So for Las Vegas, Boucher comes in for Drummond. And it's Jeremy Grant in for Barnes. Williams, he's checked in for Utah. Grant outside. And here is Ellis. Outside, Barrett. 1:09 left in the third quarter. Robinson finds Barrett. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And Utah making a change here. Springer's checked in.
Still trying to get this half-court offense down with Showtime. We're mostly a fast-breaking team, but in the half-court, we struggle with patterns.
Here's Collier. There's the drive. Up and in on the layup.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Outside, Robinson. Down low, here's Grant. Hendricks pulls it in. Utah has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And he gets contact and
the referees, that was a bad call. That was all ball, man. Terrible call.
For Utah, they have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Amen Thompson, he's checked in for Las Vegas. Now here's Thompson. He's got 13. Boucher, that's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And Las Vegas leads by 10.
Well, this is what Chris Boucher does. Loves to stretch the defense with his shooting ability.
Pass to Sensabaugh. For the 3. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Robinson on the wing. Gets it off. And that one released in time, but no good. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Las Vegas ahead. Up 10. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. They've got Grant. Thompson is out there with Ellis. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Robinson in at the small forward position. Now here's Thompson. Boucher sets a screen for Thompson. Cloak loose. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. And Thompson sends it back. They recover it. Shots good by Filipowski. So it's Las Vegas now. 8-point game. Pass to Boucher. Grant, right side. And the dunk by Boucher.
He's got a nose for the basketball and a high level of activity around the rim. Go ahead and finish, Mr. Boucher.
The Jazz shooting around 40% from the floor here. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Sensabaugh. Guarded by Robinson. Kept alive.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
First team foul. Shooting for the Jazz.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. Las Vegas leading by 9. Ellis with it. Grant on the wing. Filipowski grabs the board. Filipowski's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Collier. Tipped away. Here's Springer. 3-pointer. Buries it from 3-point range. Springer's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Ellis finds Grant. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And Las Vegas leads by 8.
Well, Grant has put in a ton of work in the mid-range, and you can see the results right there.
Pass to Hendricks. Here's Filipowski. Here's Springer. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Thompson.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Shooting for Utah. Jaden Springer. At the line for 2.
And he makes the first. And Las Vegas making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Good on both. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Las Vegas. 6-point lead. Pass to Boucher. To the paint. Back to Johnson. That one good for 2. Johnson's got 11 points here in just the second half.
That's just more for Magic. And for all of his unselfish ways, if he wanted to, this guy could probably score like this on a nightly basis.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. So for Las Vegas, Chris Middleton's checked in for Chris Boucher. Harrison Barnes comes in for Jeremy Grant. And R.J. Barrett subbed in for Robinson. And Utah also making a switch. Juzang's checked in. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, now during that break, Will Hardy with some good words for his team. Now, he's not happy with the perimeter defense. He told them we have to hustle more out to the three-point line because they look real comfortable out there now. I want you contesting every three they put up. We'll see if that intensity increases on D. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Collier. Pass to Juzang. Another miss by Utah.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Here's Collier. Tries the spin move. Juzang passes to Hendricks. And it's Collier missing. Las Vegas leading by 10. In the corner, Barrett with it. Good on the three-point shot. Barrett's got 25 points in the game.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Knocked loose. Stolen by Middleton. Here's Barnes, and another assist for him.
Another possession.
Showtime.
Another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Here's Sensabaugh. Six to shoot. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
And it's out of bounds to Las Vegas. They'll retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
The Jazz making a switch here. Collins is checked in. Now, here's Johnson. Wants to get it to Barrett and does. Good. 27 points for R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Here's Collier. Outside Collins. Pass to Filipowski. Outside Collins. Here's Collier. No good again that time.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Johnson. Back to Thompson. Now, here's Johnson. The layup missed. Here's Hendricks. Pass to Collier. Trains it from beyond the arc.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Now Johnson. Now here's Middleton. Back to Johnson. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to Filipowski. To the middle. From the low block. Here's Sensabaugh. Barrett covering. Sensabaugh no good.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Jazz trail by 16. Pass to Collier. Here's Hendricks. This one for three. It's rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. And there's the drive. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
First team foul. At the line for Las Vegas, Magic Johnson, taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. So for Las Vegas, Andre Drummond's checked in for Chris Middleton, and it's Clarkson in for Barrett. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
And finished off by Collins.
Oh my goodness, John Collins with the emphatic finish.
Now here's Johnson. Thompson finds Drummond. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. Johnson, the pass to Clarkson. He had a nice open look right there.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Here's George. After Jordan Clarkson's bucket. Teardrop shot, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
So it's Las Vegas now. And here is Johnson. Clarkson kicks to Johnson. Driving the lane. Nobody near Barnes. Off target from three-point range. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Jazz. Down by 15. And the foul on Magic Johnson. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
4th foul of the night. Now he needs to be smart. Can't reach in and pick up something foolish.
On the wing, Markkanen. No good from outside. Las Vegas leading by 15. The drive by Johnson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Jazz trail by 17. Here's Markkanen. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, given Markkanen is 7 feet tall, feeding him on the interior is probably a good decision. That's a nice touch by the big man.
The shot's good. Johnson's got 9 points in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Now, here's Sexton. Collins setting the pick for Sexton. Here's the floater. And it's good. 2 points. Sexton's got 23 points.
How about the soft touch on the floater from Colin Sexton? You must have that in your arsenal.
Thompson outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Collins.
Personal foul. 3rd team foul. At the line for 2.
That one is off.
Amen Thompson.
And he's good on the second. Jazz trail by 16. Left side, George. Outside, Sexton. On the wing, George. Sexton against Thompson. Markkanen a screen on Thompson. 5 on the clock. The shot by Sexton, no good.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
3rd personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for Las Vegas. Amen.
The first free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
And so Thompson nails both of them. Here's George. 1:52 left here in the fourth quarter. Las Vegas leading by 18. Johnson finds Thompson. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Thompson's got 20 points.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Now here's Barnes. And again, another assist.
And this man keeps dropping time. Time for the fourth most ever in an NBA game.
The vision and the passing from him. Just unreal, guys.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
And so it's going to end up in the record books.
And another assist.
Well, he's now tied for third
Damn.
all time in the record books for most assists in a game.
GA, he's been playing all game long like he knows exactly when and where to pass the ball. It's incredible. And here is Markkanen. Harrison Barnes getting it to go from deep. Johnson with it. Out to Thompson. Johnson outside. Over in the corner, Barnes. Clock at 6. Over Collins. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Now, here's Sexton. Markkanen sets the pick for George. Shoots over Clarkson. George, no good.
He is just not taking smart shots out there. A pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Here's Johnson. Rebounded by the Jazz. Here's George. So we see Las Vegas taking the W here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. RJ, when you look at this game, the offense was clicking. What was happening out there?
Just really getting the win. And when everybody contributes and everybody's, in double figures, everybody's playing well together, that's what it's all about.
And you were a big part of that as well, man. Congrats again. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Magic Johnson.
$51 fast break points, guys. Utah could have stayed in the game if they see. That's the problem. I ain't gonna say a problem, but look, they took 42 threes, but we play a small ball lineup. They never tried to take advantage of us inside. I mean, they only scored 42 points in the paint. That's a lot, but it's a fair amount. But man, they had so many opportunities to take advantage of us inside, so they really paid the price. We only took 23 threes to make 12. But most of those were like wide open looks in transition where they were just fighting for it in the half court. So let's go take a look at the box score here. Look at RJ Barrett. He said in the post game, everybody in double figures. So everybody eating. Even Duncan Robinson off the bench had 13. Clarkson had 8. Boucher had 4. Everybody scored, I think. Everybody that got in scored. Except for Drummond. But Magic Johnson, 7 turnovers. You know what? That doesn't surprise me because the way the game is now is so up-tempo. 29 assists, 7 turnovers. That to me would happen. That's realistic because the game is so much more faster paced. You have so much more degree of difficulty. So you're going to have your turnovers. But you're also going to have your plays that go right. So I'm not even – the 7 turnovers is almost like an advanced stat for today's era. He only took 16 shots. Most of it was layups. Points responsible for 90. Just getting everybody involved. Just, man, pushing the ball. Triple-double again. He's averaging a triple-double on the season. This is a crazy triple-double. 24 points, 23 rebounds, 29 assists. It's insane. Unfortunately, 2K won't show his assists in the highlight package, but we'll watch it anyway. It'll mostly be him scoring and getting rebounds and steals. A few steals. I think he got maybe one or two steals. I wish 2K they got to fix their highlight packaging so they'll show the assists, man. I don't understand why they don't do that in the highlight package. They never show if you go back to the old 2K, like 2K10 had the best highlight packages to me. Because they would show every single compartment of basketball if you did well, even if it was offensive rebounding. If you were having a good offensive rebounding, they would show your highlights for the offensive rebounding. So he got 29 assists. They didn't show not one of them. It's ridiculous. But anyway, moving on. Team Showtime doing it. I think Team Larry Bird is up next. They playing, yep. They're up next. Yep. I'll start that stream coming up shortly. All right, guys. Thank everybody for watching. Please go ahead, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I go live. I'm going to end this stream right here, and coming up next will be Team Larry Bird taking on the Toronto Raptors. Check out, if you want to see more games that's from Larry Bird and Magic, check out the Magic Johnson versus Larry Bird playlist on my channel, where all the games go there after they're played in sequential order. Also, check out the Jordan, Wilt Chamberlain, and everything else you want to see. It's got so much stuff going on, I can't remember it all. Yeah, just come out and have fun, basically, man. You're into basketball, you like this stuff, these what-if situations, hey, come check it out. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.